Welcome back to part 2 of our dissection of the Godzilla anime trilogy. In this part, we'll be taking a look at the second film, Godzilla, City on the Edge of Battle. This movie opens with the Central Committee learning of the new Godzilla's emergence and subsequent landing team massacre. Although I guess this isn't a new Godzilla, since it's the same one that plagued humanity 20,000 years ago. A quick aside. If you're confused how much time has passed between escaping Earth and returning, for the people on board the ship it's been 22 years. Before the jump, they estimated that 1,000 years would have passed on Earth. After the jump, they run the calculations again to find it's actually been 10,000 years. Once on the planet, carbon dating shows the actual final number of 20,000 years. Hopefully that clears it up. Back to the movie. Godzilla, at his new 300-meter size, could theoretically shoot into space and take down the mothership. Therefore, the Central Committee decides that if they don't receive contact from a survivor in 48 hours, they will abandon Earth. Back on the planet, Haruo wakes up with no clothes and is covered in glitter. Hey man, happens to the best of us. In his rush to get out of this awkward situation, he runs into a young girl. Of course, the only reasonable reaction is to start chasing after her while screaming like a maniac.
Oi, mate! Matte kure! Oi! Haruo da. Haruo.
Yeah, that's how accents work. Well, the other survivors must be meeting the locals by about now. Let's see if they're making a better first impression. Reasonably, our group of survivors is taken as hostages to the locals' underground city. Thrown in prison, they find other survivors of the attack, including the biologist. No, I'm not giving him a real name. After a quick discussion, a plan is formed. They'll reconvene at the site of a damaged landing shuttle and use its radio to contact the mothership. So, here's where this movie has some really annoying problems. First, I'd like to make a correction from the last video. This species of alien is not called the
Biswaludo.
They're called the
Bilisaludo.
Two members of the species that become important to this film are Belube and Galagu, and they look identical. Every time they're on screen, it takes a second or two to figure out who's who. But that's not even the worst case of mistaken identity in this film. This film's version of the Shobijin are identical twins. Yeah, the Shobijin have always been twins, but I mean identical. I have a firm belief that they literally use the same model. I have been staring at this and I cannot spot a difference to save my life. Well, at least they have names to separate them. Miana and Maina. And the worst part is, this version of the Shobijin act independently of each other and have differing roles in the story. Whoever made this decision, I want to slap you. Back to the movie. The Shobijin can talk to the survivors through egg telepathy and tell them that the Hotua are... Oh yeah, these guys are called the Hotua? The Hotua are pissed because of the bombing and the shooting and the waking Godzilla. Haruo! Can you go one day without a bomb-related incident?
I will blow up this shuttle!
Anyway, the biologist starts spitting some bullshit about the Hotua being part insect. The Bilisaludo are needlessly racist. Somebody finally calls Haruo out for getting them in this mess, and none of this matters or is reincorporated in any way. Moving on. On their way to the landing shuttle, Hooters gets jealous of the needless love triangle forming between her, Haruo, and Miana, and jumps into the very obviously dangerous fog. Women, am I right? As expected, she gets attacked by living vines. I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going!
Repent, ye sinners!
Metphius says, arriving with a platoon, just in time to save this movie's PG-13 rating.
降下部隊の捜索はこれにて打ち切り 我々は再び太陽系を離脱する。
待たれよ、毛利船長。ガルビトリウムが信託をつけた。
予言か。
君たちの気まぐれな神がたまにそのガジェットを通じて語りかけてくるという世まいごとか。
その天と地の腹からが声を交わすとかは降下部隊と連絡がつくということかね。
地上からの信号補足。救助信号です。
Belobey and Galagu realize that the arrows the Shobijin are using are tipped with nanometal. Nanometal is the self-regenerating, self-producing, intelligent, anything you need it to be super metal that Mechagodzilla was made out of before Godzilla destroyed it. If enough of the metal has survived, it means they might have a real chance at taking down Godzilla. Due to this new information, Haruo has a bit of a I am Spartacus moment, where he convinces all of his subordinates to stay and fight. The Central Committee didn't take the news too well.
マルコ・ジオーネ5長他2名 ただいま帰還いたしました。
これだけか。他のものはどうした？
榊大尉、
何ですか？
不通話のことだが、彼らの体表についている粉、あれを調べたんだ。不通話の遺伝子の一部はおそらく昆虫。それも突然変異して。
Sorry, I'm allergic to needless exposition. Here we find the source of the nanometal. Mechagodzilla City, baby! Yes, since Mechagodzilla's destruction, the surviving nanometal has reproduced for 20,000 years, forming an entire city. The
Saludo
are a bit too excited about all this. Well, this sounds like a great time to reactivate Mechagodzilla's artificial intelligence to the tune of some techno music. With the overabundance of nanometal, the new plan involves converting Mechagodzilla City into a giant Godzilla trap. Part of this plan involves converting their power suits into Gundam. Hey, have you been wondering why I was referring to Yuko as Hooters this whole time? What? Hold on, guys, I think these dialogue scenes just get a lot more interesting. Nope, never mind, still boring as fuck. Skip! Hey, we haven't checked in on Metphius in a while. Let's see what he's doing. God damn it, Metphius. Are you starting a cult again? Yeah, that's a cool rock you're repairing and all, but you know how I feel about creepy doomsday cults. Metphius says the first reasonable thing this movie and points out that the
Saludo
are being really creepily interested in this whole Mechagodzilla thing.
メトフィエス、あんたたちの星も怪獣に滅ぼされたのか？そうだ。
Oh, did you think we were done with this romantic stuff with Hooters? Hell no. We have a kissing scene. Too Hot for TV had to be a Netflix exclusive. Return of the plot. The
Saludo
fuse themselves with the nanometal because they're all fucking mad.
Is to become a perfect being. Upload your consciousness to the iCloud and live in a world of pure logic.
Hey, maybe let's, not fucking do that? Why are you defending them, Hooters? I don't care if they're all volunteers, it's weird. Women, am I right? No time to talk. Godzilla's here. Finally, we get another one of those good, exciting scenes. Shame this movie only has one of them. Allow me to explain the plan to you. Functionally, it's the same as last time. Lure Godzilla into a valley using the Gundams. Trap him in quick hardening liquid metal. Artillery to the dorsal plate, EMP in the butt, Godzilla goes boom. Piloting the Gundams will be Haruo, Hooters, and Belobey. The plan works, and they pull it off without a hitch. However, instead of exploding like the last time, Godzilla radiates his excess energy as heat, enough to begin melting his restraints and putting the facility in danger. Metphius' cult comes in handy, and he harbors the remaining humans in his cave. Galagu fuses himself with the nanometal, allowing him to quickly devise a strategy to deliver a final blow. By suicide bombing their Gundams into Godzilla, it should be enough of an energy overload to kill it, but only if they use all three.
But if you fuse yourself with the nanometal first, then your consciousness will get uploaded to the iCloud, and you won't really die.
It seems Galago and Belabe aren't about to take no for an answer, and they try to forcefully fuse Haruo and Hooters. It seems clear now that even if they defeat Godzilla, Mechagodzilla's wicked expansion will never end until all of Earth is nanometal. Haruo is forced to make a difficult decision. Slay the white whale he has spent his life chasing, or save the scraps of humanity left so that they may fight another day. There's a third installment in this trilogy, so you already know how it turns out. Haruo puts humanity first and destroys the control center, leaving Godzilla to put an end to Mechagodzilla for good. Although he has made his choice, it was too late to save Yuko. Women, am I right? Wow, that was a crazy ride in the last 5 minutes. This movie has all the same problems as the last one. Too much exposition, dialogue between boring characters, the entire movie building up to one exciting moment that, let's be honest here, is being carried by the banger soundtrack. I've gone almost 2 videos without addressing this, but the 3D anime style, I don't mind it. Some people hate 3D with a passion, and I agree that it's often misused. I think it's totally fine as long as it remains aesthetically consistent. Or, boycott 3D, burn the studio, whatever opinion gets me less backlash. Have you been hating these videos? Do you not care about Godzilla? Have you not even been watching to the end and therefore will never see this? Too bad! Part 3 comes out week after next. Stay safe, stay beautiful. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.